Alright guys, in today's video we have a ton of tuna on top of a rock out in the middle of the woods. It's 10 cans of tuna to be exact, and we've got a trail camera over set up here on video mode, so the next clip you see here should be the animals and wildlife stopping by the tuna pile. Thanks for watching. So about 4 hours after I placed this tuna out in the woods, we got our first visitor, and it is a raccoon. And we come to find out there are a ton of raccoons in the area. The date and the time and the temperature at the bottom of the screen are correct. So as you can see, the temperature really dipped down. It's down to 22 degrees Fahrenheit at this point. So I think the tuna kind of turned into sort of a popsicle on top of this rock, kind of like a frozen tuna salad on top of the rock. And you can see they're kind of struggling to get the tuna off at first, but as time goes on, the weather does warm up. We get some rain, and the tuna is no longer frozen to the rock. We decided not to add music in the background of this video just to try something different and see if you guys like the natural noises. There's not a ton of natural noises in this one, but you can definitely hear some animals walking around and chomping as the video goes on. In this next clip, we have the second visitor to the tuna pile, and it's actually a cottontail rabbit. You can see on the left side of your screen there, and he moves on his way. And it's probably a good thing that rabbit got out of there when he did, because just a few hours later, there's a big black house cat that's coming by the tuna pile. We're not entirely sure exactly where this house cat came from. The nearest house is probably half mile, quarter mile or so from here. So he definitely could have made it that far, but the smell of the tuna, I'm sure, really carried across the valley. And if you guys like this kind of content, we ask that you please like and subscribe. It's totally free for you to do, and it really helps us out as a channel. So as you can see here on night 2, the raccoon went back and told all of his buddies about this big pile of tuna he found in the woods, and I'm sure they didn't believe him, but they came to check it out for themselves. I've always thought raccoons were pretty fun creatures to watch. They really like to use their hand, kind of like humans, and their hands are actually kind of constructed like human hands. They have thumbs and everything. And in this clip here, you can really see they're actually using their fingers to pick the food up to their mouth and bring it to their mouth. It's kind of hard to see in full speed, but here in slow motion, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. They're picking the tuna up and bringing it up to their mouth with their little paws. Those 3 raccoons eventually cleared out, but a few hours later, this lone raccoon came back in to check out the tuna pile. As the video progresses, keep an eye on the tuna and the amount of tuna that's left. Those 3 raccoons that are just in there definitely hit it hard, but you can see there's still a lot left there for this lone raccoon that's coming through. So this clip here, there's a little bit of a standoff going on. This is not a still photo. This is a raccoon staring at a set of eyes off in the distance. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, but this raccoon does not move 1 inch in this 15-second video. 2 hours later, the black house cat shows back up. He could have been what those eyes were, but it's impossible to say for sure. And in this next clip here, we've got a new visitor passing by the tuna. That is a porcupine. So at this point, you can see there's not a ton of tuna left on top of the rock. We did have a rain in between there that wasn't caught on camera, so I think some of it probably washed off the rock. But that smell's definitely going to hang out in the air for quite a while. This mouse just seems ecstatic to find something to eat, and there it just looks like he ran by, but if you watch in slow motion, he actually grabs a piece of tuna and runs off with it. Here is Mr. Raccoon back a couple days later, and Do you think he has his buddies with him? And there they are. All 3 raccoons are back to eat on some more tuna. There goes Mr. Porcupine passing by again, and this time he doesn't stay down there too long, and he's coming right back up through. In a lot of these trail camera experiment videos we have, it's always the mice that seem to just kind of be the most playful creatures, and this one here just runs around. He's jumping around back and forth from rock to rock. He's having himself a good old time. I actually slow it down here in this clip, and you can see just how far he's actually able to jump. For the size of his body, for the distance he can jump, that's quite impressive. Here's a new visitor to the tuna pile. This is a squirrel, and as he passes by here, you can kind of see the amount of tuna that's left. Quite a few remnants left, but majority of it is cleaned up. This raccoon here is really focused on cleaning up that last little bit of tuna that's left on the rock there. I have a hunch him and his buddies are going to be pretty upset when all the tuna is cleaned up. Now, a few days had gone by here. We went from March 8th to March 11th, and this raccoon here is sitting in the background on a log. And you can still see there's a little bit of tuna left on the rock, but he decides to move on down the log and move about his way. And with that, the tuna pile is completely cleaned up. The clip playing here above is from another one of our videos on our channel. We've got a ton of cool trail camera content all over our channel. So if the outdoors and nature is your thing, you're going to want to check out the other content on our channel. As well as trail camera experiments, we've also got some rattlesnake hunting coming up. It's almost venomous snake season here where we're located. And that is always some of our favorite videos to put out for you guys. And you guys always really enjoy those. So be sure to like and subscribe. Like we said, we really appreciate it, and it helps our channel a ton. And that way you guys are notified the next time that we post some interesting outdoor content. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.